Hello everybody, Ministorm here, and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we worked on building an extension to the rail system to get out to the coal patch over here in the eastern part of the fenced-off area that we have. We left it where I had kind of schematiced in some of this stuff. I went ahead and actually filled it in with real rails, built out the signals, set up the stop. We just need to build the loading area and the actual mine itself. And as you can see from the craters, I went ahead and grabbed some grenades and used them to deforest the area a little bit so that we can go ahead and build our new coal mine. Now we're going to have to pay attention to where the infinite coal areas are, which is right around here and a little spot right there. Is there any? No. Infinite coal. There's a little gap right there. I mean, we can build out for the rest of this, but really it's going to be the infinite coal that we're really going to worry about. So we will work on that. So let's just go ahead and get back to work on that. I went ahead and built a couple more warehouses. Let's fill those in. And we are going to need some power. So we're going to use the train tracks. And I'm going to have to be careful. In fact, while I was working on some of this, I almost got clobbered by the train. With only a single train on the track. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen when I start getting like a dozen trains going. That's going to be nerve-wracking. Alright, so where can I connect in? Looks like, is that a large? That's a big electric pole. So yeah, there we go. That is where we can kind of get hooked in. Right there. Let's clear this tree. I think I am at some point going to need to clear this. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do it like that. Yeah. Bad idea, actually. Because the radius of the explosion is so wide it damages the tracks. Alright. So I want to clear the path in between the tracks so that I can build a paved surface so that I can bring a car through here easily. But for now, we will just kind of just deal with it for the time being. Looks like that's not quite wide enough. So I'll have to put one right there. And we'll bring the poles down the center. On the center here. And that should be good. I'm going to actually just make another one right about there. Alright, because what we're going to want to do is we're going to need to use this to load the trains. So we're going to need medium poles, and we're going to need to connect them in. Power network. And then I got to decide how it is we're actually going to do this. Alright, well, let's just start laying out the mines. Now, see, I could build large area mining drills. But I don't really have the resources right now. I want to get as many mining drills as I can on this infinite ore. Alright, so yeah, that's not on the infinite. Okay. Does that have some of the infinite in there? Yeah, it does. Okay, so I want to get some more here, which I think we're going to go grab some more defunct mines. So let's go ahead and run back real quick. Next, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and pause recording, go grab the mining drills, and be right back. Alright, I am back with some mining drills that are not being used anymore. So, let's see. Let's put these guys down like that. And I'm going to use the red belts, I think. And then I'm going to bring these together. And then we need to send them over here, which I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do a 2-to-2 balancer. Which a 2-to-2 balancer is very, very simple. It's just a balancer. Like that. Just make sure the load from both of these gets evened out between the two belts so that we're evenly distributed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to load them from the side. Let's see, how far can this go? Can I get all the way across? No, I can't. There we are. There we are. That tree out of the way. There we go. Okay, so now all we need, well, we need guys loading. Don't know how many we're going to need, so I'll just build as many as we can until we see how things are going to shake out. So I need some additional power. And speaking of power, Alright, we're going to do like this. Eat a few more of those, and bingo. So there is our coal. And we're going to call this coal mine alpha. And we're going to make the color black to match the color of the coal. And it looks like 4 is enough. I'm not going to bother balancing between these two. It should be alright. Alright, so I've already built the train. So let's get the train in there. Make the train black as well. Fuel, we're going to make wood bricks because that's what we use for fuel. And then we are going to say, go to the refueling station until you've been inactive for 5 seconds. And then come to coal mine alpha. Inventory full. And then I need a stop. Wow, that puts out a lot of pollution. 25.6 pollution per mine. Woo! It's a good thing that these nests over here are not physically connected, so they can't do anything. Now, these guys are far enough away, I don't think they're going to be a problem. But I will have to pay attention to that, that the mines are a significant source of pollution. Alright, so we need to make an offloading area up here for coal. And then we can set up the train. So let's head on back. And we head up there. Set that up. Do we have enough? Oh. I want to make some more inserters. Let's pay attention as we're crossing the tracks. One thing I also did do is I moved some of the mines up here to take advantage of some small patches of saffrite. They were still there, but those are going to run out quick. Alright, so this is going to be ore processing. Oh, let's actually copy, paste, and then say we're going to say ore processing alpha. And we're going to call this coal. Alright. So what we're going to do is, for the time being, I'm going to tell this guy to inventory empty. I'm going to put some more conditions in there eventually, but for now, we'll just leave it there. Alright, so as soon as the train fills up, it should come up here. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind so I don't sit on these tracks. Alright. So we're going to set up some silos. We are going to set up inserters to fill the silos. Just like that. And that really is all there is to it. And we need to decide where it is that we are actually going to send this coal to be processed. This whole area up here, we're going to have a mine, is going to be for ore processing. We could do the coal here. This is going to be very big, right? It isn't going to be very big, but it is going to have to belt stuff pretty far. That's alright, I guess. Okay. So that's what we're going to do, is we are going to... How much am I going to need? I've set this up in here. 0.3 per second coal, 0.6. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Yellow belt is more than sufficient for this. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it... Build some underground belts. We'll bring it over here. We'll process the coal, and then we'll belt it back this way and send it up there. We're actually going to make two products here. We're going to make the raw coke, which we actually need for the processing of the ore, and then we're going to make coke pellets to use as fuel in the furnaces. So that is what we're going to do. All right, bring it over here. Right, there you are. That should be all the underground belts we need. Probably gonna... I was probably gonna have to run back for more yellow belts. All right. Now we're going to have these guys put on near side of the belt. Okay, so I'm not going to add those extra conditions in here because we're already set up and ready to go. So we're going to say time passed, 200 seconds, or inactivity for 5 seconds. Alright, it's on the move. I need to put a radar station down here so I can see what's going on. Alright, so here it comes. There really, it looks like three inserters is probably sufficient, actually, for a yellow belt. Alright, so first process is we need to make... no, not this. We need to make coal into crushed coal. Which we're going to do here. Alright, so coal into crushed coal. And then we need to take these metal mixing furnaces, and we're going to say we're going to make coke. We use the metal mixing furnaces because it allows us to specify the recipe, right? So that it won't put the crushed coal in the fuel slot. Or I can tell it to take coal as an ingredient, and it'll only put that coal in the fuel slots, right? So when I use the coal as fuel. And then we direct insert. There, and we make coke. Now this coke is going to just be belted north. We're going to have to try and snake it through here a bit. Well, actually, what we might do is take it through here. Right, because it's going to be a little bit easier than trying to go across here with all these signals in the way. And then we'll move it north and run it along there. Now for this process, we need 0.6 coke per second. Which that's more than enough. Alright, but for here, we have an extra step. Is what we're going to do is we're going to say, you are going to make coke pellets. And then we're going to route the coke pellets north along a similar route. And I think we will definitely be making coke pellets faster than we're making them at the moment. You may have to actually expand this coke pellet system. Which won't be too hard, really. And also, at some point, we're probably going to have to make carbon as well. So, we'll see about doing that. For now, let's go ahead and start trying to get... I'm trying to get these things through here. And yep, I'm definitely going to need more belts. A lot more belts. Okay. So let me go ahead and head back to the base and grab some more belts. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I am back with a large quantity of yellow belts. I hope it will be enough. I'm going to remove these lights because I can just put the light somewhere else. That'll be fine. I'm just going to follow those other belts. Bring it out to here. Now, just a moment. Because we're going to have to send it north, which we're going to need some more room. So I don't necessarily want to do it over here. I guess we could do it over here. I have to make sure that I leave gaps around each one of these guys so that I can... Yes, that will work. Let's get rid of these trees. But I am going to need some landfill. That's not that hard. It's right nearby. Oh, you are out of fuel. Hold on just a second. Let's grab a whole bunch of this wood. Feed it in here for fuel. 51 landfill, I'll grab it. Grab a couple hundred landfill there. Alright, and on my way back, what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend the coke line. Actually, you know what? It occurs to me that I could do this more efficiently. Much more efficiently. If we're gonna only have half a belt's worth of coke, then we can put both the coke and the coke pellets on the same belt to transport them, and then split them once we actually reach where it is we're going to do this. Dump a whole bunch of coke in there. Okay. Yes, that's going to work better for us. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to fill this in. Go. Not sure exactly how much room we're going to need, but we'll just fill in a good portion. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run it kind of tight along these warehouses. Let's see, how far can it go? That's as far as that goes. Okay. Let's make a whole bunch more of these. And that's only going to give us room for 1, 2, 3, 4 inserters per warehouse. You know what? That's probably sufficient. That is probably more than sufficient. Lay all these down. Oop. Oop, oop, oop. Ah, did it again. Wrong way. There we go. See, these ghosted in warehouses are going to be filled in eventually. Alright. So here comes the coke and the pellets. Then we build our line up to here, which is about where we're going to start thinking about where we're going to put our iron smelting area. And how we're going to array this. And speaking of iron, we can start to assemble That's going to make things a tad awkward. Actually, it would be better to put it right there and then have a relay like this. And then we can... we can then do it however we need to do it. We always want to make sure we offset a couple of these so that they're putting on the near side belt. Now, I believe... yeah, those guys are a lot longer. Then we can actually do this with the red belts, because we're going to use red belts for the ore. Now we just need to connect them in. How much iron ore do we actually need? 4.5 per second. Yeah. We could have used yellow belts, but we'll use the red. Alright, so there are the belts for what we need here. What I'm probably going to do is take a splitter. I don't think I really need to do this. But that's how we're going to handle it anyway. We're doing output priority to the left for coke. So we're going to move the coke over here. There we are. Okay, so now what we need to do is actually start building the iron smelting area. And start setting that up. We're probably going to need to grab some landfill and start squaring some of this off, but I got a lot of that. And I'll probably work on that off screen. But for now, we'll go ahead and save that for next episode. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.